Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the scowl tutorial using all Sally Beauty products, so let's get right into it. So I'm starting with a clean face, and the first product that I'm using is the Femme Couture Get Primed Blur Face Primer. This primer is pretty moussey, but it did prime my face perfectly and I felt really moisturized. And then I'm going in with the foundation that is like 2 or 3 shades lighter than my actual complexion. We're going for a very dead look because that will make you look more pale and more dead-like. Now I'm going in with a second foundation, and this is in the lighter shade that I could find, which is Ivory. I'm using this as my usual like highlight and contour routine, except I'm loading a lot of product on, and this is the exact ghosty effect I'm going for. And then I'm just going in with that concealer, setting that with my rice finishing powder. Then I'm going to take the powder and then actually just like buff it in all over my face, and that's really what's going to give me that white cast and make my set all the foundation and make my face look pale again. So now I'm using the Ardell brow pencil on the one eye. We want really fluffy full brows, and then I'm going to do the other one off camera, and voila. So I'm using the Ardell eyeshadow palette. I really like this palette. It's kind of like a perfect everyday matte palette. So you can see I'm going in with a lighter transition color and then building up as we get darker and darker into the brown and then eventually the black. I did take a lot more time than I showed on camera to blend that out. And now for my lid, I'm using a shadow stick. I'm just making sure that I use that on my actual mechanical lid as well as my bottom lid my bottom lash line before I set that all with a black powder from that eyeshadow palette. So now I'm starting to bring in the dimension and the depth, and the best way to really find those lines is to just actually frown and then kind of find the crevices of your face where your face naturally creases and start bringing in shadow and depth there. The key to this whole look is to blend, so you can see that I go back in and keep blending, and I did a ton more blending off camera, but for the sake of this video I didn't show it all. So now I'm taking a flatter shadow brush and I'm going to continue contouring my nose. Obviously this is a really dark color, but we're making a scowl. We're not going for anything realistic, so we want everything to be as dramatic as possible. And now I'm taking that shadow and I'm just finding my on my cheekbones where my bone naturally sits, and I'm trying to just follow kind of where the brush naturally wants to go on my cheek, and then again blending that out. So I'm going back in with the fluffy brush to continue blending, and I pack on a little more product as I go and continue blending as well. And now I'm picking up the Palladio Definer Contour and Highlight Palette, and I'm taking the 2 deepest brown shadows, and I really like the fact that I used a bigger brush for that because it helped me get a very seamless blend. I think if I'd used a smaller fluffy brush it would have looked very, very patchy. So a big blush brush or a contour brush is perfect for that. And now with the lighter contour powder, you can see that I'm going on the highlights of my face, really just to create some contrast and to really make those dark parts pop, and the highlighted, naturally elevated parts of my face look a little more sickly and a little more dead. So now I'm going back into my temples and really just carving out naturally where actually there's a vein right there, and then continuing with some black eyeshadow and blending that out with a fluffy brush. To further define that, I'm picking up a waterproof liquid liner. This is actually a felt tip liner, and you'll see in a minute I switch to a normal liquid liner. And so now I'm using a actual liquid liner and I'm creating the mouth. I did a lot of the mouth off camera, but I wanted to show you just my technique. I'm really pressing at my lip and then lifting it up as I get to the end. So pressing at my lip and then lifting it up as you get to the end. I didn't film the entire part of making this girl, but there's tons of videos that show you detailed how to make that mouth and the teeth, so you can definitely check those out. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to continue. Here you can see I'm carving out my nose, and that is it. So here's the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this deadly skull like Halloween tutorial. This is the first of many, and I'm so excited to be doing this with Sally Beauty. Thumbs up if you like this video. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. And remember, don't let anybody dim your glitter. Mwah. Love you guys.